Love and marriage, they go together like a horse and carriage. This I'll tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other.
Great to have joining us now, just in time for as we head into the Valentine's Day part of the year. A woman has written a book that hopefully will help a lot of people. Hopefully they won't have to go through this, but if they do, it'll help. It's called Exaholics, Breaking Your Addiction to an Ex-Love. We're joined today by Dr. Lisa Marie Bobby on the telephone. And Doctor, good to talk with you. How are you today?
I'm great, Doug. Thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah, good to have a chance to chat with you. I know we only have a limited time today, so we'll get right into it. And as we said, Valentine's Day coming up real soon. I guess people hope for love at this time of the year, but I guess it's a tough time of the year for people that have recently broken up, right?
It really is. This time of year often magnifies the people that are in pain. They're suffering anyway. Valentine's Day can make it worse.
I'm just reading through the book, and you describe it very vividly, how it is really an addiction in many cases to people, love, and it's very tough to overcome. So you give a program to kind of get through that, 12 steps, right?
Yeah, the whole idea of this book is we're really trying to revolutionize the way people think about relationships and breakups in particular. What we know now is that falling in love is a biologically addictive process. Nature built you to bond, and when those bonds are broken, in like a breakup, you go into a state of physiological withdrawal that's characterized by things like obsessions, cravings for reconnection, and frantic efforts to contact your ex. It's a huge problem for millions of people, but until now there's been no name for this phenomenon, nor any guidance for healing.
What would you say would be the first thing you should do if, unfortunately, you're going through a breakup? What's the first thing you do to kind of get over it faster?
Well, now there is, I think, one main idea that helps people, which is that this is a normal experience. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling this way, and that it is a process that's going to take time. Once you're ready, you might consider using the 12-step model that we advocate, the first step of which is admitting that your continued attachment to your ex is a problem and that it needs to end. But oftentimes, people need to work up to that. You know, just like an alcoholic doesn't just show up at an AA meeting, they have to do a lot of reflection and soul-searching to get to that space. So give yourself some time and space to do that. And when you're ready, come check us out at Exaholics.com. We have a free online support group, a 12-step program, or check out the book.
Yeah, talking to somebody is helpful, right? Whether you're a man or a woman. Women are better at it than men, though, talking to people, but that helps, right?
Yes, talking through it can be enormously helpful, and that's one of the reasons why, even though women might be more obviously heartbroken sometimes because they might be talking about it, they can often fare these breakups better because they have close relationships in their life. They have other people they can turn to. Men, on the other hand, when they lose their primary attachment, they might be very isolated because they might just have lost their only person, and so they can really suffer. And this can be dangerous for guys, especially if they're turning to substances as a way of coping, or, impulsive behaviors, or shutting down and really going dark into a depressive kind of episode. So if there's a man in your life that you're worried about, don't assume that he's okay just because he isn't talking about it. Check in with him, put a copy of this book in his hands. It might save his life.
Exaholics, Breaking Your Addiction to an Ex-Love is the name of the book. Dr. Lisa Marie Bobby, the author, does a lot of great work helping people in her own practice. And Doctor, just give out that website one more time. People get more information.
Yeah, Exaholics.com is the website where we have our free online support group. And this book is widely available. It's in any major bookstore, Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com. You can pick up a copy for yourself or for a loved one if you care about somebody who's having this experience.
Doctor, pleasure talking to you. Happy Valentine's Day. We wish everybody good love, but if you're going through a breakup, this is a book to help you. But thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much, Doug.
Love and marriage, they go together like the horse and carriage. Dad was told by Mother, you can't have one, you can't have none, you can't have one without the other. No, sir.
I'm Stan Brock. 30 years ago, I formed Remote Area Medical to help people overseas. But then we found generations of families in America isolated by poverty from the health care they need. Together, we can take dental, vision, and medical help to 1 million adults and their kids, right here at home in the United States of America.
If you'd like to order the book we're talking about, please go to DougMilesMedia.com and enter the author's name in the Amazon search box. Thank you for listening. Please come back soon for more conversations here at DougMilesMedia.com. This has been a presentation of Doug Miles Media, all rights reserved. You can listen to or download previous programs at iTunes, Stitcher.com, or DougMilesMedia.com.